Okay, we got 10 minutes on this one, and I'm gonna wrap it up quickly because, yeah, I'm just starting to notice that it's just futile talking to people and making them mm, not even understand, but understand enough to get what you need from them because mm, I have three best friends. One of them is the greatest lawyer in the privacy space in Europe, earning 150,000 euros or pounds a month. The other is a policymaker in Canada, getting 50K a month. The other is an American bestseller, philosopher, whatever, getting 20K a month, and on top 500K a year. And what bothers me about this is that these people are not friends with me because of the fluffy, friendly stuff. They're in it because no one in their atmosphere intellectually actually excites them and intellectually challenges them. So I've been sending them almost 2 years and one of them almost 3 years every single day, my writing, my insights, and everything. Some of them have turned to actually influence global kind of regulations and whatever. Some of them have predicted what would happen based on the pattern recognition and all of that. So when I'm saying, okay, these people are not in it for the actual non transactional friendship of the whole thing, so why they're not paying their part? Then I get messages like, I don't get the biographies or motivations or the obligations of my friends. No, I actually do because they're not in it for this 26 years old we like. They're in it because how does this 26 years old is gonna be replicable in 100 years? And there's totally seem to be fine that it's gonna be um yeah, it's just gonna be that maybe we just let him produce value, and this is gonna be the Tesla thing. He's gonna be so infatuated with his own ideas that he's just gonna produce till he dies, and after that we can just eat off of that and maybe make him a kind of similar historical name or whatever. But what I'm doing is actually not gonna be that. I'm just gonna stop being in contact with all of the people around me, and I'm gonna seclude myself to the best of my ability, and yeah, don't give them anything anymore because this is not even like the using thing. It's just the logical incoherence in people who are 50, 60, 70 years old at the peak of their respective domain, that it's just baffling to me that these people earning millions a year are this kind of simplistic, and this kind of their whole 60 years of living and their whole 30 years of careers can be literally summed up in 1 month. These people haven't moved anything in their entire existence, and it's just baffling to me that when you cannot be excellence yourself, why not even risk the association? You clearly turned 60 with being just a bestseller, with being just someone with one idea for 30 years. at least when you're seeing someone surpassing you at 26, have the balls to actually give them enough breathing room to surpass you, so become part of the legacy of that person. But I don't know if it is ego or it is their kind of sophisticated sense of obligation, or it's shame, or it's whatever. I just don't understand what's in it, because one of them actually one time told me that I don't have the money to actually support you, and he was very ashamed of it because he's a Guggenheim Fellow, bestseller, philosopher, whatever. So it's just, okay, why are you ashamed if you don't feel any responsibility? The shame has to come from some kind of sense of responsibility, because that's what shame is. So this kind of logical incoherence in other people, I just don't understand. And this is literally the best people in the best kind of um, aspect of their niche, let alone people who are just NPCs that are like the day to day. I just don't understand, like, what has life not shown or given me that is worth being curious about anymore. That I just don't understand what death cannot actually give you, or not give you, or take from you, or whatever, that is gonna be in comparison inferior to the state of life with people in their 60s and 70s who don't understand anything. Money doesn't solve that. Money just secludes you from, and gives you access to leveraging for fame and impact and whatever. And if you're the most famous person on the planet, or the most kind of influential and whatever, you still have to breathe the same oxygen as these people who are still occupying places of power without actually deserving it. And it's just like, I just don't understand. How am I just gonna keep proving over and over and over again to just get this obvious incoherence in their logic that, yeah, this isn't how it works, this isn't how it is, this isn't. Yeah, but if this isn't your obligation to keep the literally the thinking lineage that you're recognizing yourself, comparing to Dostoevsky, Foucault, and Grotius, and all of that, if that's not the person you're talking to, why are you wasting your time with the 26 years old that is just interesting to you? It's not interest, it's actually superiority of thinking and logical coherence that you yourself cannot produce. And now that it's like seeing a diamond that you know for 100 years you're not gonna actually see this diamond, and your sole purpose is to protect diamonds, or to actually identify these diamonds as your whole identity. And you just say, okay, let me see if this diamond is gonna be kind of discovered by someone else. Yeah, but you can discover it. And I'm just tired of repeating the same thing over and over again to people who never had the whiff of excellence or any kind of novel idea or thought that would actually exist in 500 years. I, I just I just am done with the justification, or just hoping that they would see. They just don't. So I'm just gonna stop trying.